Okay, so I guess we're gonna make, hold on, make this page now. So for this page, it's also pretty simple. I guess this would be just the phone zone stuff, so we don't need to worry about the top part. And then, okay, now this is just a UI label with the emoji. And remember, emojis are text, so you can just put them all in the same label. Uh, So I just create a new file. We're just gonna import UIKit and create a new class. We'll just call this the eye tracking page. Get the view to load. So then we can start now. So then first we'll just create the top text here. So that's just a UI label. So we'll just do okay. And then so here we'll just give it all the properties we need. So like the frame. So this would be, we'll want to center it. So we can do and let's say like uh 90, and the Y can be like 20, and the width will be 180 because you want to double it from the center. Height, we'll just test it until we get the right one. For now, we'll put 80. And for background color, same thing as last time. So we're just going to use the digital color meter to try to get like a similar color. And then, of course, in the view low, we're going to add it to the sub view or to the view. Okay. Oops. And so also other things would just be like the rounded corners. Just put a guess the numbers for now. Do like 10, 15. And then of course the text. So we can do, and I'm just gonna put some random text here for now. And then font. So I don't know if I told you last time. Oh, okay. So yeah, since these are two different fonts, we could also just undo this actually. Uh, so if we want to do two fonts like that, one way we can do it is by splitting it up again. So we'll do like the title first, and then instead we're gonna save these for later. We're gonna create its own background. We'll create the background itself and then put these texts on top of it. So we can do uh, just create a background. make it a UI view. Just paste in the background color and the frame from earlier. Uh, we need this as well. Okay, so now we have that set up. So we'll put this in. When we add subviews to the view, we make sure we put it in the order. They're like stacked based on the order they put in. So the first one you call will be at the very bottom. So we want to make sure the background is on the very bottom. So we'll add this first. And then this time for here, we'll change the frame to be just like the top row of this box that the view we just made. So for X, we can probably add like spacers because if we want to make sure that there's some space between them, so we could always just do like 10 to make sure. But then that means we want to take 10 away from both sides. So it would be the background. So we're going to double it to 20. And for the height, we could also add like a spacer. So we'll do like 10 as well. And we only want to cover up like just the top row. And the whole thing is 80 for now. So we'll do like 30. And then now we'll just set the font. This is just the default font. We can always customize it. Uh, give me a second. It should be here. Okay, yeah. So we'll just do this. This is for now just using a default font, but realistically, we could go for a more customized one. This one. And for here, there's a bunch of different fonts you can have, and like the name includes bold in it, but that's too specific. So for now, we can just stick with the default font. And we want to make sure that the background is clear so we can actually see this one. And also we want to make sure the text is aligned in the middle so everything's even. Okay. And so now I'm still testing on the project we made for the first page. So this is temporary. We're just going to change the window, the root view controller to the one we're working on right now. So we can just see it as soon as we launch the simulator. So let's see. It's continuing. Okay. So there's a bit of an issue because this thing is blocking it. So we'll just move it down a bit. Usually go like 50 or 60, that's safe. And also it looks like the target is out of range. So that's probably because for why we didn't. Oh, give me a second. My I so then right. So why instead of 10 we want to base it off of the background. So we'll just change it to Add the spacer there. And same with the X here as well with the spacer. So if we run this, it should look better now. So it's a bit small. So yeah, we could definitely change that. Again, it looks like this should be way bigger. So we'll try playing it to 100. That means we doubled the width to 400. And now it's a bit too wide. But again, all of this stuff is just, you just got to keep running the code to test and see how it looks. So we'll just stop at like 350. Yeah, there we go. Second. And then, so we'll just leave it at that for now, and we can quickly do the bottom portion of the text. Just increase this a little. So it's pretty similar. We'll just copy and paste this because they're nearly identical code. Instead, this time, this will be just the actual like body of the text. Uh, so here we'll just put something short for now. And for the frame, the X will still be the same, but the Y this time will be based on the label on top of it. And we can remove the frame, the spacer. And the only thing is this time we want to make sure the height when added with the top one added doesn't over exceed the actual full frame, which is 100. So for we can just maximize it at 70. And then this time we don't want to bold the font, so we'll just use the system font. Again, that's just default and just make it slightly smaller. And yeah, then we'll add it to the view. Right, so we have something there similar, I guess. Um, and yeah, the blue is a little lighter from me, so again, just adjust your RGB values for that. And then we're just gonna do this background here. So we'll this one we can do a UI label because we want text at the center anyways. And with UI labels, no matter the height, the text will always start in the center. Oops. We'll just start that for now. Let's just create a new UI label. We'll just call it like big frame. And the background looks like just white, so frame, we'll set it equal to, or we'll reference it off of this box. So for the X, we can just keep it the same as the previous one. So we'll do uh label background X because we don't know the exact number here, so it's better just to base it off of label background. And then for Y, it'll be under it. So we can do like 20. And for width, we can do, I guess we can just keep it the same as this one since they look the same. So we can either copy and paste that code here, this code. Oh yeah, wait, so 350. And for height, we're just going to experiment And since it's a square, it's just better to make it the same as the width. Okay, and then now in this really quick. And with colors, you can also make them slightly transparent by doing dot with alpha component. And so basically from here, alpha component, 0 being clear and 1 being completely solid. So that means you go through decimals. Sorry, I just want to make notes here for you. Okay. And then lastly, you want to just make sure all the text is set up. So position, let's just put some random text here. I'll copy. And so don't forget when you do text, you can always make new lines by typing \n. And that basically just prints it at a new line so we can get this one. Uh, but that also means we got to make sure that the number of lines is at least 3 here. If you put 0, that's even better because it just means infinite and it'll adjust based on how much text there is. And we want to make it centered. And also, so okay. And now we're going to do this border. So for any UI view or label or anything like that, you can do corner uh the corner. Hold on, give me a second. Oh no, it's border color and border width. So they do use CG color. So basically you just type a UI color like that and you just append .cg color at the end to get the color you want. You could also do, since like this is a specific color, we can do this first. And then we can append CG color to the end. That's okay as well. And then border width, we can set it equal to 1. And then second, I believe there's an option to make it dotted. Just double check for that really quickly. Give me a second. I guess for now, we don't need to worry about it because it might be just a lot of code. So for now, yeah, no worries. We'll just leave it at uh, a solid line. We can handle the dotted ones later. So then now we'll just add this to Savi. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, so we forgot the corner radius as well. So, and I forgot to change the background color here. Sure. Okay. Yeah, so I'd say we'd have something pretty decent. And you can see that this definitely starts on a new line. And don't forget, we also have adjust font size to fit width, but we don't really need this right now because it's not that much text. And then last, we're gonna do these things. So first, there's a big you can see like a slight background, so we'll just create that because these are all different elements. So first, we'll create another background. We'll just copy this. So we'll just call this like the progress bar background. So yeah, it's a UI view. And for the frame, we're going to keep the width and the X position the same as everything else. We just change the Y. So here it'd be, and for height, it's like slightly shorter, I guess. Or I guess we, yeah, let's just do 90 for now. And for the color, it looks like it's just a really light gray. So we'll just make it easy. Do dot light gray. And we'll make it slightly transparent to make it look even uh lighter. Give me a second, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Sorry. Now that we have this, let's see. So then now we'll create the progress bar. So oh, we'll do the label first, actually. And this is of course a label, UI label. Defining everything. We're defining everything the same way we did for the top background box. So everything we create inside will be a reference based off of it. So same for the one. I will just do like 20. And again, this it gets annoying right now, but later on it'll be easier. It's two different fonts, so we can just put it all as one for now. There's no worry. But realistically, we create two different UI labels, and this one we just like define right after here. So the X value would be this progress labels frame plus like 5, I guess, and then we just make this one. But I think you already know how to do that, so we're just gonna make them into the same UI label for now. Um, this is another way to define a bold font. So basically, it's just system of size. We do weight, which has a lot of options. So can see them all here. We'll just stick hold for now. And then we'll just do the text. Oh, we need the text. Uh, and now we're going to create this thing, the action progress bar. So for that, we can do, uh, there should be a UI progress view. I should quickly check up on that. And so that basically it's a built-in progress bar. So we'll just do this. So first we'll just define the general frame of it. So we'll set it equal to uh I think the frame can be the same as the label. We'll just change the height really quick and the Y. So this time the Y will be based on this bar. And for the height, we'll do like uh so now we can set a default progress to it. So see this is like a little more than the middles. Oh, it's 60%. So we'll do PG dot progress and 0.6, which is 60%, right? And also we want to define the background color or oh, the background color is like the whole thing. So I'm gonna just set it to red so we can see what it looks like. But there's also the progress tint color, which see the color of the portion of the progress bar that's being filled. And we see that it's gradient, so we could try applying that, but for now, we'll just leave it at like blue. We also want to do BG track tint color, which is the part that isn't filled, and that's just light gray, clearly. We'll make it lighter with that by making it slightly transparent to like 0.5. And let's try adding it to the view to see how it looks. Um, done something. Let's see. Uh, Probably has something to do with, let's see. Um, try running again to see if there's an issue there. I guess it's still gonna crash. Give me a second. Just gonna see what's happening. Um, Give me a sec. I don't even know what's happening here for me. Maybe we can do. Mm, Give me a second. I just need to check this out really quickly. Oh, oops. That's like. Wait. Ah, I see the issue. Oops. Sorry, my Zoom stopped. A second. Yeah. That was my mistake. This shouldn't be its still name. I probably mistyped it. It should be progress label. Here we go. There we go. So I guess I don't know why it's slightly. Oh, uh, maybe the red. We should ignore the background color. There we go. So I guess the background will just make the. Oh, because it was tinted here. But I guess the background is exactly this line here. So we can just change some stuff really quick. First, this should be max Y. And secondly, the background is way too invisible, so we'll make it slightly more visible. Oops. Okay. And so we got like most of it done. And of course, like this we can later animate and do whatever we need. We can make it update along with the label, but for now we'll just leave it as like an example. And then the last two things are just the two buttons, which are really easy. I think you know how to do those by now. So we'll just do them. I'll just do them really quickly. I'm not going to say anything. Uh, sorry. Let's do this. Font is a bit different, but that's okay. It looks like we made a lot of this stuff smaller than the original reference, but that can change just by changing the font size. It'll look better. We'll just do the last button really quickly. Oops. And just add it to the view. There we go. So, oh, it wasn't. but you get the gist of it. This is, I mean, pretty close to the original, just a bit different in like fitting, as well as font size and some text you could change out. Um, I guess one last thing we could do is like this little blue dot, and this will be what's actually tracking the eye. But for now, we'll just do a quick container. So afterwards, we can create, like, we can add the tracker to this thing itself. So for now, we'll just do a UI view as a container. Well, it looks the same as these, so we'll just do here, reuse these colors. And for frame, it's not determined. We just set a default position for it, so we can just set it to the center of the screen for now. And since it's a circle, we'll set the width and height the same, and then make the corner radius equal to half of both dimensions. And so, yeah, I mean, that's basically how you create the first UI. And later on, we can link this page to our first page with the this button here. So let's try that actually. You can play with that really quickly. Okay, so we already have a get started. So this time when we click get started, we can open up where's our tab bar? Um should be here. So instead of page one being that, we can change it to eye tracking page. So now when we click get started, it opens up to this page. And so when you're designing UI, don't forget that this tracking bar is at the bottom of the screen. So if you put stuff too low, it will cover it up. But if you put it too high, stuff like this will also cover it up. That's just for future design. And that's about it for this page. I know it took a while, but really, I don't think it will usually take this long. It's just I had to check some stuff. um, okay, should be it.